Is it starting? Hmm. Black. Ah, yes, now. Now let's talk about few things, shall we? Let's start. So let's start about this what if. This what if is mainly about what if Deku was the son of Yujiro Hanma. So yeah, let's begin with it. And judging by the look you're seeing already, so Izuku is not gonna look like that one. So let's begin. And Yujiro Hama is the same. We don't need to know that fucking monster. We don't need that fucking monster picture. So let's begin, shall we? So how we're gonna start the story? I'm making a new story right now, so it's not that much. Let's go about with this way. Let's start our story as when Izuku, let's say not Yujiro but yeah, that's it. We're going to start with that. You see, everything is the same, but Yujiro is in My Hero Academia world. How are we gonna do that? He's gonna be quirkless. We need to have that. He's gonna be quirkless, and the strongest quirkless at that. So we can already guess who is he gonna be hero or a vigilante now? That depends. You see, Yujiro being way too stronger than normal people, and let's say the government or let's say the law really couldn't do shit to him. He was very strong, even stronger than the current hero they had. So they let Yujiro do whatever he wanted. And let's say it wasn't really pleasant what Yujiro wanted always. Yujiro himself was, let's say, a war veteran, and he likes war way too much. So he would sometime even start with, let's say, start war with other countries, and let's say many of the people were annoyed because of this kind of attitude, but Yujiro always won. Now let's not get to that. Yujiro is the number one here. No, not number one, number two. Yes, Endeavor, fuck you. Endeavor is number three, and let's say Endeavor really couldn't cope up with the shame what really happened. Endeavor himself, let's say, tried so hard he really could not surpass a quirkless person. Now, because of this, Todoroki's training is gonna be a lot more harsh, and let's say he's already sent Ray to the mental asylum. So it really did not really he really couldn't do shit. Now let's begin. How Yujiro met Inko. Now he's not gonna meet Inko here. He's gonna be a different woman. Yujiro is gonna meet how to put it. Let's say her name is Storm. Yeah, let's put it that way. And if you're wondering who is Storm, if you have seen X-Men, you know who Storm is. And yes, her quirk is also weather manipulation, or she can control them storm and weather, whatever she likes. Yeah, a little fucking goddess. Now, how did they meet? Let's say the meeting wasn't really pleasant one. They actually met in one of the how to put it. The villain attack happened and they met, and let's say they really went off pretty well. Yujiro was genuinely surprised that this woman is the first woman that he really felt something. Yeah, he felt something beside fighting. That motherfucker really fell in love. And let's say few years passed by and yeah, Izuku was born. Izuku Hama was born. Izuku Hanma was born and yeah, their life was pretty much happy and Storm retired. She is really not into doing hero jobs anymore. She left the hero job just because she wanted to raise Izuku with love. As for Yujiro, let's say, Yujiro wasn't really easy as all. He literally start training Izuku on his own. Yeah, Izuku is gonna be a monster when he grows up. He started training Izuku, and let's say the training was really harsh. His own mother was scared of the training, what was happening there, but she really couldn't do anything. It's for the good for him. Izuku also wanted to be a hero, so yeah, he also strived to be the best. Now, in this timeline, no, Izuku's idol is not All Might, it's actually his own father. So, why do you need an action figures of your own father if you have him? So, yeah. Now, Izuku also inherited something from his mother. The weather manipulation are pretty much it's very strong. What I mean is very strong. He can control every aspect of the weather. Let's say first time he activated the quirk, he was in rage. And if you're wondering why was he in rage, you see his father just literally dropped him. His father dropped him into the damn a deserted island when he was fucking 6. And let's say because of this, he was pretty angry at first. Now he was not angry at his father, no. He was angry at his own inability because he was weak. He was about to die at that moment, but his quirk activated. Storm manipulation, and yeah, boy, he literally created a big ass storm into the damn island. His father, let's say, Yujiro wasn't worried as fuck. He just literally went there like a badass, and let's just saw Izuku was the one who causing this, and he was very proud. He's seeing his son have this kind of strong quirk. He was very proud of it. Izuku's emotions was the main key of controlling his quirk, and Yujiro, let's say he was a fucking snitching about if it went for training. He trained Izuku so hard that his base superhuman strength increases so much to a superhuman level. He can now lift many things easily, even lift a 1 ton thing very easily at the age of 10. Now, our story isn't finished here. Yujiro apparently died. Now, how did he died? Betrayal. And let's say Yujiro did not get betrayed just like that. He literally killed his own killer by his own hand, and he was actually very sad because he really couldn't spend time with his son anymore. But what can he do? A man gotta go. So he died. And yeah, let's say the storm wasn't really that much of how to put it. She was devastated at first, but when she knew that her husband literally killed the killer in his own hand, so she was happy that at least he avenged himself. As for Izuku being too strong-willed, and he really did not shed a tear, but he still loved his own father. What can he say? Many people visited his father's funeral, and let's say All Might also did, and All Might also hate to admit it, but he respected Yujiro Hanma. His hero name was the Orc. So what can you say? And let's say even though he was the one who killed Villain, All Might really couldn't hate that man. He was the man who defeated All for One, killed All for One. Scratch that, he killed All for One. Yeah. All Might really couldn't do anything. All Might really couldn't do the simple thing, but Yujiro Hanma, he literally killed All for One without a quirk. He punched all for one in the chest so hard that there was a big ass hole. His hand literally went through All for One's heart and instantly killing him. What can you say the brutality that man's display? Even even the fucking Prime Minister of Japan literally went there to the funeral himself. He gave condolence to literally Storm and any other Storm and other heroes, and he also gave a little speech how brave Yujiro Hanma was. Now we gotta stop the backstory. So it's finished. What can we do? It's finished. Hey, so let's go in a second part. Let's go in a different thing. Hmm. Now we go to the start of the anime. We see Izuku getting up from bed, and he was in a very luxurious big ass room in a king size bed. What can you say? The man is living his own life. His mother joined the hero rank once more and went to number 2 instantly. As for Izuku, he's just chilling. We see now Izuku got up from his bed and he was greeted by the maids of the house as they greeted their master, or the young master specifically. Izuku went to the dining room as he started to eat his breakfast. We see Izuku then looking at the news and stated, huh, today is the last day of middle school. I don't feel like going there. It's boring, he thought. As we see, Izuku has a very unimpressed look in his face, and what can he do? He just decided, I should go out at least, go out for a walk. He decided to go out for a damn walk, and you wouldn't know what happened. And as he was walking, the same thing happened. You see the sludge villain incident. Yes, the sludge villain had different hostage this time. It was Katsumi Bakugo. Yes, you heard this correctly. It is Bakugo's sister. Yes, it's not Bakugo. Bakugo is not gender bended. It's Bakugo's sister. Yes. We see Izuku looking at the blonde, ash blonde girl with red hair as she was struggling to get out. As our main character thought, huh, what are the fucking heroes doing? As he looked around and saw the heroes were trying to get the crowd in control as she was suffocating slowly, as our main character saw, it's literally the no point in doing it. As our main character literally went there, without giving a fuck to anyone, as the hero said, Kid, where are you going? Without giving any reply, his hand was in his pocket as he went forward to the sludge villain. As the sludge villain tried to use his, use Katsumi's quirk to hurt Izuku, but Izuku really did not even damn flinch. As Izuku's hand was cracking with lightning, as he decided, you know, you're weak. Izuku literally gave a little small burst of electricity as the sludge villain was paralyzed as fuck. Yeah, the sludge villain was shit. He really could not do anything to our main character. As he just hold the young girl in a bridal style. Yeah, he looked badass right there. As you walk from there now, Izuku really did not care about the villain if he dies or live. As he just literally took the girl into the girls to the medic. As the medic checked on the girl as she was alive. She's just unconscious. As for Izuku, the heroes tried to, let's say, scold Izuku because of his recklessness, but before they could scold him, Izuku's mom arrived, yes, Storm. That's her hero name. And I forgot what her real name. Damn it, I forgot her real name. Storm arrived as she stated, good job, son, now you can go home. As Izuku just nodded, as the other heroes really could not do anything because it was the number two hero and it was her son. What couldn't they do? Izuku went home silently doing nothing. As for, let's say, we go to another people perspective, it was Katsuki Bakugo's mother. Yes, Mitsuki Bakugo. She heard that her daughter was in trouble. She literally rushed to the hospital where her daughter was, with her son and husband, literally. As they both went in the room, they saw Katsume wide awake as she was asking what happened to the sludge villain. As Mitsuki just literally rushed toward her daughter and hugged her and stated, I'm very glad that you're fine." As she was looking for any uninjured, are you injured? As she said, no, mom, it's just my throat hurts a little bit. As she said, oh, okay. As there was a, you can say, a hero. It was Storm. As she said, little girl, I think you're fine now. I think I should go now. As Bakugo just looked at Storm and said, ma'am, can I have your autograph? And this time then Bakugo is a little hero nerd, and seeing Storm, his fucking idol, he really couldn't hold back. As Storm just chuckled and said, hee, well, okay. As Storm gave Bakugo her autograph, as Katsumi was about to ask, as she said, "Can I?" As Storm said, "Of course, of course." As Mitsuki said, "Thank you for saving my daughter." As Storm suddenly said, "It was not me. It was my son who saved you." Your son? Yes, I have a son, Izuku Hanma. As they nodded, said that. Uh, Miss Storm, can you thank him behalf of me? Oh, of course, well, of course. He wouldn't really care about the thanks, but he just saved you because the heroes are hypocritical, as they really could not save you because they did not have the right quirk. As she just left. As for, let's say, She did remember Izuku's face, and really she cannot forget that handsome damn face. Yeah, that's a love at first sight, so what can you say? Now we go to the entrance exam, the day of the entrance exam. Izuku really was bored as fuck. He just wear a little casual clothing and he is not really out to wearing a middle school uniform because it's not his style wearing a middle school uniform. As he went there, as people were looking at him as they saw him dripping, and let's say a few of the girls just literally stated he looked cool, they were whispering to each other. As for the boys, they just looked at him and said, "Damn Ickman. Damn pretty boy, why do they even exist?" As for let's say a few people said, what do you think? He might be homeschooled, maybe. Now, by the way, if you're wondering who is Storm, you're seeing the picture beside Izuku, that's Storm. Now, there is no relationship here, so you can already guess what go. It's gonna be a harm. There is gonna be not relationship. No, it's gonna be a harm. Now we see our main character walking to the main hall as he was greeted by the as he saw every student that were candidate or every candidate were taking their seat as our main character went into his own seat as he was listening to the present mic mainly. Now he wasn't even fucking listening to the fucking present mic, he was just using his AirPods to listen to music. And the same shit happened. He'd ask present mic about the 0 point and yeah, that happened. Now second we go to a different part. We see our main character just stretching his body a little bit as his muscle was a little bit visible, and so he had a little tattoo, but people did not saw the tattoo. His muscle was visible, and let's say a few of the girls blush, especially Ochako. She just blushed as fuck, literally. As our main character, as Ida saw, everyone was distracted because he was flexing his own muscles. As let's say Ida got a little angry as he went there as he was about to hold his shoulder, Izuku just gave a punch into his gut so hard that he literally puked blood at that moment. As he said, I was just about to ask, as he said, oh, sorry, reflexes. My instinct just took over. Don't try to touch people. As let's say, a medic was there to help Ida, and our main character said sorry. As the test started, because of this, Ida, let's say, had to do the test a little bit later. No, nah, nah. Now we go. Now we go to a different part. As we see Izuku as the moment Pesmax said go, Izuku literally sprint into the damn fake city as he was literally destroying robot left and right. His physical strength was literally way beyond normal human. As people were thinking that he might have a strength enhancing quirk or something, but in reality it was the pure strength that he has. He was fucking every robot he found. 1 pointer, 2 pointer, 3 pointer, it didn't matter. He was literally busting every one of them. Izuku really did not care about points. He was just having fun destroying the robots and without worrying about taking someone's life. Yes, Izuku is unlike Izuku is unlike his father. Unlike his father, Izuku hesitate because he doesn't like killing people. But then again, he won't hesitate to kill people because he was trained by Yojiro, and let's say Yojiro did not hold back, and he even bring few criminals with him, and criminals with him as a punching bag or to show his son the dark side of the world. Now you can already guess that a 6-year-old seeing his father murdering people in front of him, he would scared. No, Izuku was built differently. He wasn't even damn scared. He was just looking at it like, it's nothing. I can do that. As his father also gave him the revolver, and Izuku did kill them. What can you say? As we see, Izuku was just fucking around with the robots. Izuku also saved few people, and like the last time, he saved a girl with a. Her hair was little bit interesting. As our main character just said, interesting hair. As we see, our main character just is literally saved her from the robot that was about to crush her. But yeah, that robot got destroyed long time ago. As we see, our main character heard a little thud as he just you can say feel a shock wave upon the whole city. As he saw it was he thought it was an earthquake, but nah, it was a big damn zero pointer. Izuku decided to do something that he would rarely do. Izuku standing there with the biggest grin on his face, as he said, "It's gonna be fun." I guess UA ain't that disappointing at all. I'm gonna have fun, although I'm gonna fun have in the next 3 years. As we see Izuku just cracking his knuckles, then he heard a little squeeze, scream as he saw a girl is stuck under rubble, eh? Not my mat, not a problem to me. As Izuku really doesn't know how many points he got. He literally lost the count of them when it after it went 1,000. He really doesn't know. As we see, Izuku just cracked his knuckle more. Then let's say his aura around his body also changed a little bit. No, it was not visible. People could feel the aura around his body change so much that few peoples were literally scared as fuck to even maintain what was happening there. The people beside Izuku, especially Ida, let's say Ida after the punch, he had PTSD of Izuku beating him every now and then. Yeah, the PTSD it was still bad. As Ida felt the killing intent of Izuku increase more and more, the moment the more the zero pointer came close, Izuku's bloodlust increased more and more, scaring the people around him. As without thinking of anything, Izuku jumped. He jumped, yeah. He jumped into the chest of the zero pointer and he just he just literally punched the chest of the zero pointer and damn the zero pointer fall into the ground. It was like nothing as everyone was dumbfounded and scared and amazed at the same time of the strength of this person. As we go to the secret monitoring room as they were monitoring all the students as they all had a amazement look and especially with fear, confusion and amazement. Fear was because he was the son of that damn orc, and let's say, as fear that had lust as well in their eye. Especially the female teachers, they had lust in their eye, seeing he just literally punched that zero pointer into nothingness. As for other teachers, they were impressed, especially Aizawa. As Aizawa said, "Can you see Nezu? I'm Principal Nezu. Can I see this kid's file?" As Nezu said, "Here you go." As Aizawa read the file and damn, he just shook through the core as he stated this kid did not even use his quirk. I know, it's interesting, right? He did not even use his quirk, it was his own physical strength. As Aizawa said, I want this kid into my class. No question asked, as Nezu said, of course, Aizawa. As as let's say Nezu said, this year's gonna be a little interesting. Hehe. We see Nezu having a little grin and stated, young Izuku's life gonna turn upside down a little bit. I wonder what gonna happen. Is he like his father that seeks harm, or is he gonna be different from his father? I wonder. His file seems that he is an average and very intelligent student and a battle genius at that. Ho ho! He's even good at academically, and he's first in a written exam. Interesting. As as we see, everyone was just looking at the scene as we see Zuko was just sitting onto the chest, destroyed zero pointer's chest, as he stated, "This is weak. These all are weak." But the zero pointer was fun, as he really did not care about the girl. He just went to his own path. As let's say the girl was saved by Ida, and yeah, Ida got a point, serious Q point. We see Izuku just literally, without looking at anywhere, he just went home. He haven't used his quirk once. His quirk is way too stronger for using. So he doesn't like to use his quirk that much because it's way too overpowered already. Now we see the first day of UA, and he was surprised that his score was, well, let's say he's not gonna even fry it. It was he just literally defeated All Might's score. No, Izuku already know that he's strongest. He's stronger than All Might. He really does not care about All Might. He's just a bitch. And Izuku is more disappointed at All Might because he doesn't do hero jobs anymore. He only does 3 hours of heroing, and other than that, nope, he doesn't do shit. So in eyes of Izuku, All Might is a disappointment. Just like his father. His father also told All Might that he is a disappointment. Now, Izuku and Izuku's father have a big ass resemblance. Let's say, whenever Izuku got into his bloodlust state, Storm could swear that she always sees Yujiro in her son. Yeah, because that's why she's always very worried about her son, and she was very careful not to make him bulkier. Yes, Izuku is not bulky like his father. Unlike his father, Izuku has a lean body and a 8 pack body, a perfect body, you can say. And she was pretty sure that Izuku might even get muscles because how Izuku was trained vigorously. But nah, Izuku really did not gain that much bulky muscles. He had a lean body and a very good physique that anyone would kill for. Now the first day of UA, Izuku really did not care about the uniform. As for Izuku just let his uniform be like Bakugo. Yes, his uniform is a little bit looser, and yeah, he keep his uniform like Bakugo. He doesn't, you know, he did not button his school uniform that much. So yeah, we see Izuku was looking for his class 1A. Where the fuck is this class? As he just said, yep, that's a big ass door. As he stated, I guess this is a new start of my new life. As he entered, he was met with very, let's say, he was met with faces of young girls and beautiful girls at that. As he stated, it seems there is something wrong. Why do I see only girls in this class? As he looked around more, and he was shocked at first, but he did not let it show in his face. The class was full with girls. Yeah, he was the only boy in the class, and this was a weird placement. Now we go to the little teacher's lounge. As the Aizawa said, Nezu, how did this happen? Why is only girls in my class? The girls had potential, bro. The girls had potential, Aizawa. So I had to put them in your class. As for the boys, they're all in class 1B. As Blood King or something, whatever the fucking blood he is, he stated, I don't mind that much, but still, damn, the kid is gonna be a little surprised seeing where he is. Yeah, not gonna lie, it's gonna be pretty funny seeing his face. As we see, as I was stated, do whatever you want, it's gonna be pain in the ass. As he just literally went toward the class. As for Izuku, he just sit in the back of the class. Inside of his head, one part of his body, he was saying, "Yeah, you're lucky, bro. You're lucky. I'm lucky that I'm in a class full with girls." But then again, other side of his body was saying, "No, no, no, bad, Izuku, bad. Remember what your mother said. Respect women's." As he really could not. He really was apparently in a little crisis right now. He really does not know what to do. As few girls really went toward him. As this was the girl actually saved. This girl had vines for hair. Yeah, she said, "My name is Shezawa Ibara. Nice to meet you," as Izuku said. Izuku Hanma. Nice to meet you. As she said, "Nice to meet you too, Hanma-san. Nice to meet you too." Ibara-san. No, yeah, it wasn't really that much, but they introduced themselves as few girls as well introduced it to Izuku as let's say for other girls. Mina apparently she was very aesthetic and she was also introduced herself. Yeah, he actually made few friends with girls. Yeah, but apparently he was actually started to he was actually very quiet in the whole conversation because the girl talk, he's not very keen on talking with girls most of the time, so he just stayed quiet mostly. As they were talking randomly what they would which middle school they were in. As Izuku answered also with he was in this middle school and that and yeah. That happened. As we say Aizawa came, as Aizawa said, it's gonna be pain. I am Aizawa. I am Shota Aizawa. Nice to meet you all. I'm gonna be your hold'em teacher for the next 3 years. And get your ass up and go to the fields. As all of them said, why? What about the orientation? As Ochaku stated, yes, Uraraka, the bitch. Gold digger stated. The gold digger stated, as Aizawa stated. The school does not want to go up to my fancy, so I decided to nah, we are not gonna go to the orientation. We are gonna do a co-comprehension test. I'm gonna see if you have potential or not. As they nodded, we see our main character having a little bit of thought of his own, as he stated, it might be fun. As we see, we get time skip as Aiza was so Hanma. What was your softball throw in a middle school? As Izuku stated, 1000 meter. Why? As without quirk, I stated, yes, without quirk, 1000 meter. Why? As Aizawa just stated, okay, okay. As Aizawa was little shook it literally, but he's not that shook it because he did see that what Izuku did to the 0 pointer. Now Aizawa stated, okay, throw the ball with the use of your quirk. As Izuku stated, use of my quirk. As Izuku stated, I don't like to use my quirk, so I'm not gonna use my quirk. As I was stated, huh? As Izuku just really threw the ball, it went up to literally. He just gave it his all. Yes, everything in that. He just using his without using his quirk. He gave his all into that single throw. It went up to 3000 meter. Yeah, there was also a shockwave. So what can you say? As Aizawa just stated, 3000 meters. Everyone was quiet as few of the girls said, "Wow, Hanma-kun is so cool." As they were all you can say cheering for Izuku. As Izuku said, "Yeah, yeah." On other side, on the inside, he was appearing pretty happy. He just broke his limit once more. Now Now we see Izuku just doing a bit test. As he demolished the chest, literally he was just beating everyone. He went first, second was Momoyaru's, and for Izuku said, how the fuck she went second? Now Izuku saw that she really did average in all of things, but how the fuck she really went second? Now Izuku really doesn't know how the hell that happened, but Izuku decided not to question it. Now we see after that they went to the class and they introduced themselves. Now, as for the when Izuku was introducing himself, he let's say got a little bit nervous and he messed up his introduction as the girl giggled at him. Now, we go to the next day. Yeah, next day. Next day, Izuku was in the cafeteria as he was eating what is eatable, and he was eating what the best could it be. His mother was the one who made the lunch, so he was eating the lunch. As he was eating his own bento, as few students came there, as it was his friend and specifically the girls of class 1A. They were all there sitting with him. as few people were literally close to him. Momo was on his right side, and his left side, Mina was on the left side. Yeah. These both were clinging to Izuku way too much, as Izuku really did not feel nothing with it, but inside he was panicking a little bit. Mm, we see, let's say Ashida was apparently want to hang out in a karaoke, as they wanted to hang out with having a little shopping, as they ask about Izuku's personal life a little bit, as they also know that Izuku was rich. Also, Izuku being the son of the number two heroine. Yeah, Storm, as they were all baffled because they really never thought that Izuku might be that strong, as as let's say one of them was Asui. She stated, so whose cook do you have, your mother's or father's? As Izuku said, I have my mother's cook. Why? But if I know your mother is she Storm and her quirk is lightning, a storm manipulation, if I'm correct. As Izuku said, yes, you're right on the money. Why? But you don't. I haven't seen you use your quirk a single time in the exam or the core comprehension test. As Izuku said, nah, I don't like to use my quirk. It's way too strong. Izuku stated, I have to hold back my quirk. If I don't hold back, I could kill anyone with kill anyone if I just mere activate my quirk. He stated, really, your quirk is that strong? I have the full aspect of storm. I can manipulate wind, clouds, lightning, whatever the storm has. I can also get mini tornadoes here and there. It can also even kill you, so I am very careful with my quirk. It's because of the training with yojiro. His quirk literally got evolved way beyond what a quirk should be. So the girl said, so you always hold back because your quirk is just too strong. Yes, that might that be the case. As in one of them was, yes, Shoka Todoroki. Now if you're wondering, yes, Shoka is gender bended Todoroki. Shoka Todoroki just listened to him, and let's say she was a little intrigued and stated, so you just trained yourself so much that your physical strength is very strong, will match a strength enhancing quirk. Yes, Izuku stated, a very rigorous training. As Todoroki knew that Hanma family was very special, and she knew about Yojiro Hanma as well. Her dad was the one apparently always abused her with that name that said a fucking quirkless get a second rank in hero position, and I having a very powerful quirk, Hellflame at that, and I am number four. How is that even possible? As he was just literally abusing his own wife with that word saying. She always heard that, and she said, Hanma-san, are you related to Yujiro Hanma? As when the as she said this, Izuku said, yes, why? And let's say she really could not say anything, but after that, the room was in there was a little silence as she stated, your father was the former number two hero who died, right? Yes, he was. What about it? As she really did not say anything, as she stated, I respect your father. Thank you. As let's say in the table there was someone came, a blue hair person with the glasses. Yes, Ida, Tenya Ida. As he said, I'm sorry what I did in the end of the exam. As he just bowed a little bit. As Izuku said, yeah, yeah. As beside him there was his yes classmate, class 1B. As there was a little midget just literally. The midget was apparently poking behind him as he just looked behind and said, yes, what do you want? What did you do, you motherfucker, huh? What did you do? I think you bribed the principal to gave you the seat in class 1A. What did you do? Tell me. As Izuku was confused, said, what did I do? How? Don't bullshit me. How the fuck you you No, no, I'm gonna take my bag. You, pretty boy, got in a class with full of girls. How? Why not me? How did it all happen? As Izuku stated, weird placement, I guess. As as let's say, a few of the girls had just damn disgusted eye toward him, as they said it forward, beast, as they were saying different things. As for Izuku, there was nothing really. As for Izuku, hmm, it was good, really, not that much. Oh, I seems I have few people saying, "Hey, hi there, hi everyone in the chat." So let's take a few minute break, huh? I'm not gonna take break, but it's just something different. So yeah. Let's go. I'm just coming. I have a little bit something to do. Okay, let's. My work is done. I have a little thing to do. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, I'm coming. I had to do something. So let's talk. So where were I again? Ah, yes. You see, a battle training arc happening. As you see, our main character being too strong, so the teacher decided to bring 1B as well. And why 1B? Apparently, it's gonna be unfair. Izuku's way too strong, and Aizawa know this. He was the number one, and the girls did not even wanted to compete with him because seeing his strength was already way beyond. So they decided to bring class 1B, and the boys accepted gladly, not knowing what they were doing. Literally, as Ida, he wanted to refuse because he felt Izuku's punch. He had a little bit of he won't like he doesn't like to say it, but he had a little bit of trauma before with the punch because of the punch of Izuku. Now we see now we see different things. We see 1B were on the same 1A and 1B were the same place as the team placement happened. 1B versus Izuku, and this was the special matchup. So this match was wait. This was a special matchup, and this matchup was especially for Izuku because knowing that how strong he is, and the special guest of the match was apparently Storm herself, the number two hero. Yeah, the number two hero Storm herself. She was there. She wanted to witness her own son fighting, so yeah, she was there to witness it. As the after the girls' match finished, no, imagine what happened if the girls were there. So yeah, imagine every 1A and 1B girls they fight among themselves. So yeah, I'm not gonna go to that. We see Izuku's as it was like a match, apparently not a match, but a dead battle where Izuku alone and you all are gonna beat him up. As for Bakugo, let's say he was very happy. As for let's say Katsumi, she was apparently pretty worried about what's gonna happen to her classmate. Yeah, unlike Bakugo, Katsumi worries about her classmate and she also cares, and also Izuku was her crush. We see Izuku's hero outfit. Apparently there is nothing. He just wears a normal casual clothes, and I don't have a picture what kind of casual clothes he wear. As he has very casual clothes. As he went into As he went into the arena, yes, this arena was catered especially for him. Every classmate member was Izuku. As they rushed toward him, Izuku with a swift blow, he just literally smacked the first person coming toward him. It was Kaminari. Yeah, that the motherfucking rip-off Pikachu tried to zap him. Izuku just literally smacked him across, smacking up across the face and sending him flying into the wall. Yeah, Kaminari was knocked out. As seeing this, let's say Minata tried to use his balls, but before he could do, Izuku just literally did something that literally scared the shit out of Minata. He literally just literally punched the ground and there was a big ass earthquake. Yeah, he created a damn earthquake with that damn punch. Minata himself, as he pissed his pants, stated, "I'm not fighting. Sir, I want to surrender. I don't want to fight." As he just literally went out of the stadium. Yeah, other boys also wanted to do the same, but their pride was in the line, and the girls was also watching. They really could not do shit. As for Monoma, he tried to copy Izuku's quirk, but hey hey hey. The moment he touched Izuku just literally also smacked him across. The smack was way too stronger than Kaminari's. The smack literally broke few of his teeth. Yeah, he had a little. His jaw was broken as well. As he just smacked him across, as he just also went into the ball, dead but unconscious. Now, others, they also just literally stopped what they was witnessing. He were not using his quirk as they were well informed about his quirk. It is weather manipulation or pretty much storm manipulation, as they saw him beating up student like nothing. So after smacking Monoma, let's say other boys, they just stated, "Nope, this man is very dangerous. This man is very dangerous for us. We don't want to fight him." As few of the people, let's say Sugar Rush, tried to fight him, and damn, I feel bad for Sugars what happened to him. Sugar Rush got German suplex, and damn, his head was literally went into the ground, deadbeat unconscious. He did not die, so lucky him. As this time it was Naval Laser, and he just literally stated something that said, "I'm too pretty to get beaten up. I I refused this battle." As Izuku wasn't having it, Izuku just used his little finger flip, and damn, he got unconscious by that. Heh. As for Bakugo, let's say Bakugo got the worstest beating of his life. Bakugo's face was like, damn, a meatloaf, literally. His tooth, his hands, everything was fractured. As let's say she really did not feel, as Katsumi really did not feel anything because her brother got destroyed. No, she was happy really that her brother's ego is gonna calm down now. As let's say the others really the Kirishima, he himself felt it now because him having a hard body, and he tried to punch Izuku as one of every punch Izuku literally throw at him, his rock body was breaking slowly. He was even feeling that he was so scared that his own rock body. He hardened his body that point that he hardened his body so much that he really could not even resist a punch. But damn, one of his punches are enough to make his body crumble. He just literally surrendered without doing anything. As for Ida got another PTSD. He just literally said surrender. So the match was pretty much fucks for Izuku. Izuku actually had a fun a little bit. There were few people who could match him. It was Kirishima. He actually had fun there. He also said to Kirishima, you know man, you are a nice punching bag for me at least. You should be grateful, and you metal ass. You just got folded by the damn minute. Yes, his metal body had a little big ass dent there. He just complimented both of them, stated, you know, you both are great punching bags. You might even become strong in the future, who knows? As he just gave them, but damn, they were also a little downcasted because they got complimented because they were nice punching bags. As let's say for the teachers, Aizawa was visually fucking excited as he had literally a big as smirk as anyone could have. As for Blood King, yeah, he stated that kid is a monster. Just like his father, that kid is a fucking monster. Now we go to the USJ. Mm-hmm. The 13 appear as 13 was giving a lecture about coke can be dangerous. As Izuku really did not care about that being a dangerous. He killed people. Why would he think coke are dangerous? He knows this lecture. He also got the lecture from his mom every single day. And Storm was there, and she looked at her son and stated, "You should also listen as well." Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, I already listened to this hundreds or thousands of times, or you can say forever. Yeah, your quirk is that dangerous. You should remember, a single bit of emotion release, you could kill hundreds of people. I know, I know. Now we see Izuku just gave a big ass grin as he stated, "Oh ho ho, I feel like something about to go down. Oh, the shit got real right there," as he saw the black portal. Yeah, villains. As Izuku just gave a big smirk and stated it's gonna be fun. Having to experience the real thing. As I was said, 13 protect the children. As we see Kirishima said, sir, are you gonna fight alone? As yes, she stated. A Storm was also there, so she's gonna assist him. Storm was doing her job already, defeating villain left and right. As for Aizawa, yeah, taking the small prize. As Izuku, no, he's not the one to sit around. He just literally went there, destroying villains and not destroying. I mean, destroying the villain's body to the point where they could not be even healed. They were getting crippled. He punched those fucking shitty villains that way that they would never get healed. He was breaking every villain's hands, leg, break, torso. Even few villains were about to blink of death, literally, by Izuku's punch. As Izuku said, This is fun." As he was just moving so fast paced, as Aizawa said, that kid is a total menace. As Izuku was met with the Nomu, yeah, Shigaraki seeing this kid was a dangerous, he said, "Nomu, kill this kid." As Izuku just looked at the Nomu and said, "Who is strong." As Izuku let it hit him. Izuku really needed more move from his spot, but there was a little bit bruise on his cheek as he stated, "This thing is strong." As he gave a crazy smirk and he had a wide grin. "You know, big guy, you have my respect because you're the only one could have heard me all the time. I feel pain after a very long time. You should be happy." As Izuku stated, "Now because of that, I'm gonna go full 100% with my strength." As they were clashing with each other, Shockwave was spreading there. They, Shigaraki himself was shaking to the core because this kid was matching Nomu, and the Nomu was no. He was not because the Nomu he was matching the Nomu. It because every punch this kid gave Nomu, the Nomu's arms and everything would break. He was beating the Nomu senseless. The Nomu at this point his regeneration got slower to the point that it had difficulty regenerating normal bruises. As Izuku said, "This is your reward for entertaining me." As if the Nomu fell into the ground as Izuku was beating the head senseless. He had a very crazy smirk and stated, "You're so fun. You're a big, good punching bag. A perfect punching bag in case." As he was punching the Nomu senselessly, he was punching the Nomu's head again and again, again and again. At the final punch he was about to give, he destroyed the Nomu's head. Yeah, blood dripped everywhere around Izuku as, let's say, the students that saw this, they were all terrified. Yeah, the people were terrified of Izuku because he had a very crazy smirk on his face. As for Aizawa, he was just frozen there. As for Shigaraki, he just went toward there, tried to touch Izuku, but Izuku's crazy smirk also scared the shit out of him. Now, seeing this, Shigaraki just said, "No, no, Kurogiri, hurry up, ready the portal." As before they could go, Izuku held Shigaraki by the hair as he slammed him into the ground, creating a big ass crater right there. As for Kurogiri tried to wrap him, but Izuku shot his lightning towards Kurogiri as Kurogiri was right there dead. As Izuku said, I am having fun." As Izuku just literally punched a big ass hole through Shigaraki. Shigaraki was dead literally right there. As for Storm, she was just looking at her son and she wasn't really surprised because she knew, like father, like son. Yeah, both of them like killing. She said, "I'm gonna have some difficulty signing the paperwork, damn." As she was just holding a temple in frustration. As let's say, suddenly another portal emerged as Izuku said, "But I killed the portal guy, who the hell is he?" As he saw a person with a game mask, a different kind of mask, and damn, it was All For One. Now Storm recognized that fucker was the one who always caused trouble for All Might and and her husband mostly. So this fucker was. So it's All Might, eh? It's All Might. It's All For One, eh? As All For One said, "You destroyed my vessel." As All For One just literally using all his quirk tried to kill Izuku, but Izuku stated, "Fuck you, old man." As he was matching All For One's blow by blow. As Izuku said, "All man, you're strong, but not strong as me." As Izuku stated, "All man, you deserve my respect, and because of that, I'm gonna use my quirk on you." Huh? Kork, what is that guy gonna do? So you're fighting Korklas, huh? Interesting, just like your father. Interesting indeed, but you know what? I have different things to do. As his eyes, his pupils disappeared from everything as his eyes were glowing white. As he started floating into the sky and his voice became a little different. His voice was echoing to the whole USG and stated, "Now this is the power of my Kork." As the sky, everything turned dark around everywhere as the roof of the USJ got destroyed. As they saw the sky, lightning was crackling everywhere. The weather got worse and worse. It was like they had a big ass typhoon there. As Izuku stated, "Bye bye." As a big ass, we see a big ass tornado engulfing all for one. As Izuku stated, "Not yet." As the tornado had lightning all around it, as also fire, wind. Now, people don't know what happened to All for One, but after everything was ended, they saw the destruction. Half of the USJ building was destroyed, and there were blood everywhere. Yes, it was the blood of All for One, and people started to scare Izuku. Izuku just looked at all of them and stated, "It was fun." As his mom just bonked Izuku in his head and stated, "You overdid it, and your classmates are scared of you and now." As Izuku said, "Yeah, yeah, what can I do?" As as let's say the police did, the authorities did came there and seized the situation. As let's say they really could not do shit to him because they know this person was the son of the man that literally ruled Japan by the shadows. This person was way stronger than anything. They needed him. They needed him to be the next strongest creature in the world. Yes, he was given a title at a very young age, like his father, the strongest creature ever existed. He was named as a creature, not human. What can you say? So, this is where I'm stopping my live stream, and I hope do please subscribe. I want to reach 1K at least. I need 20 more subscribers to reach 1.